Hello and welcome to my Aries yearly reading. We are officially in the season of Aries, and I'm very excited to pull 9 cards over your strengths, your weaknesses, where we're going to be focusing this year. You're very ambitious sign to begin with. So I'm really going to shape my questions around developing that in a positive way and how to take all those emotions, because you're a very emotional sign. That's what drives the ambition, and how to control that enough to get you to where you're manifesting the goals and priorities you need. So let's take a step on over to the cards and have a look. I did 5 cards looking at the inner and 4 cards looking at the outer, because the first card that landed in this reading was the Knight of Swords, and the question there was really driving what's your internal motivations. So when I saw how ambitious you were going to be this year I was like, we have to really take a look at the bigger scope. So internally, you're going to be looking for the new opportunities to change. You're really going to start driving yourself there because you need to heal from this past year. It's time to really grasp on what's the next stage for you, because it's going to nag at you if you don't. You're going to feel the confusion. You're going to feel the compulsions. And I will say that sounds a little daunting, but you're going to persevere. When this card landed for what's physically going to be expected of you, no matter what, you're going to reach up and take it. And that's such a huge driving force, because that's going to be what makes you happy. That's what you're going to be able to take from the inside and pull it to the outside. And to see your internal balance be so strong, it's going to change everything. It's going to change your luck in your relationships and in your finances. It is also going to push for more motivation. The willpower just from your internal drives this coming year is amazing. I really saved the 9 of Crystals and the Starseed card for last intentionally, because the questions I had here really shaped around the results. If you fall into the confusion, if you can't push yourself forward for fear of not having the experience or the freedom, then it will physically affect where you are. We have to work through that confusion, that drive, to really push for the change and the need and the growth that you'll have. Honestly, this year is going to be big. You're going to really discover that next step that you want to step into, Aries. And I'm so excited. It's so dynamic. Come on over, have a chat with me about where you're personally heading now. Let's work through any of those blockages that could be bringing the doubt. I don't want anything to put pressure on you or to take away the hope of this coming year, because you're really prepping to step into being confident, and that's going to take recognizing your new beginnings. It's going to recognize all the change that you can bring about just by shifting your focus and pushing with your internal drives. As always, thank you for joining me. Aries, you're very individualized, and that needs to be celebrated. We need to seek ways to let that individuality come out so it can define and roll everything in your life into a very positive direction. One thing the cards also spoke of was your internal and external experiences and how to translate that to having more self-control, for having ways to look at the situation differently. And I'm really, really glad we got to take a look at the 9 cards. I'm also very glad that we stepped away from the general questions and we did an internal and external look. I appreciate your time. If you'd like your own personalized 9-card reading, come on over and have a chat with me. Bye!